All right, there we go. Stuff. Dear Cappy, my friend just earned a bachelor's of social work with a B minus average. Okay. All right, see, he's either not very intelligent or he lacks a work ethic. He has no debt and works at a sandwich shop. He does not like math, computers, business, or trades. Well, I don't like work either. So he doesn't like to work. Let's just translate this to English. He doesn't like to work. And what's this like? What is it like? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, well, then why should you expect to get paid? Oh, I like that. I'll do that. Yeah, but everybody likes that. They do it for free. It's called eating ice cream. I can't get a degree in eating ice cream. He's considering a 2 years master's program in counseling. What life experience does he have to counsel? But seriously, let's say there are people that really have a mental issue or psychological issue or crime. They come from a horrifically bad background. What possible experience could a 22, I guess 24, what could they possibly do? And then there's no offense to this kid, just because people are younger, you're not going to have that much experience. I always found it fascinating where at 17, people say, I'm going to be a psychologist. Don't you think you ought to make sure you got like before you tell other people about their own lives, shouldn't you have 10 years proven experience in the real world? Shouldn't you like be able to support yourself, not live at home, not collect a government check, not demand student loan bailouts, not your parents' money? You're successful with the opposite sex. You're not, you yourself are not mentally ill, taking prescription drugs. That wipes out, I think, half the psychological profession. And then you think after you go get your undergrad and you're 22, then you get your master's degree at 25. Let's just say you get a doctorate and you're 26. You've never worked in the real world. And we're going to give this person who doesn't know anything about the real, as only knows school, since 5 years old, only knows school. You're going to hire them. What? Because they studied psychology, or in this case, I guess social work or whatever, or maybe he is going into psychology. I don't know. This person they're an adult and there's nothing wrong, but they have no adult real world experience. No way. Why is it the lazy people always get to choose the easy fun degrees and then hypocritically, like journalism majors and political science majors, tell the rest of society what they should do, what's wrong with them, why they should follow? You're doing that wrong. Look, it's one of two things. Either he wasn't intelligent, he either doesn't have the ability to do math, computers, business isn't a real skill anyway, or trades. And the trades, you don't have to be intelligent. You have to be somewhat intelligent, especially if you're doing measuring. I mean, you're like 8th, 9th grade calculation. You have to do algebra. You just have to be able to work. What he either lacks the intelligence to do this, or he's intelligent, he's just too lazy. And guess which way I'm siding with? He's considering a 2-year master's program in counseling at a place. I'm not going to mention it where, at a cost of $625 per credit for 60 credits. Is his sandwich job going to pay it? Or is he going to have Mumsy and Daddy pay for it? Or is he going to have the taxpayer pay for it? Because the heck if he's going to pay for it, right? And me as the taxpayer guaranteeing his loans, if he were to take out loans, shouldn't I demand some kind of rate of return? Should I demand that when he goes out into the world, he actually is worth more than $37,500 in total? Is that for 60 credits? Right? Is he ever going to generate that much, like in actual production, let alone tax payments? And you can't say, well, he'll get a job making $60,000 a year as a counselor. Yeah, paid for by the taxpayer. And oh, by the way, I've yet to see any social worker, counselor, therapist, teacher, guidance counselor, life coach actually change anybody's lives for the better. I yet to see them solve one problem. Mental illness is getting worse. Poverty isn't getting worse on a objective nominal level. but disparities between different groups is what we all obsess about. We're not solving the single mom crisis and the absentee father crisis and the broken home kids and their crisis. Everybody's got a mental disorder. Mental disorders are going up. I don't think this profession is working. So no, I don't think he's going to be a contributing member to society. He literally is contributing more to society making sandwiches, because at least we want sandwiches. Not everything has to be glorious. Some people here, shock, not everybody has the work ethic or intelligence to do something glorious. Maybe you were born to just be the sandwich guy. Maybe you were born to be a stay-at-home dad. Find an intelligent wife who's like an accountant or a CPA. Have her go work. You take care of the kids. Oh, I forgot the number one place people who can't do in life. Hey, how about he become a teacher? And you provide a link. I don't want to identify him. Internet sites such as PayScale, Salary, and Glassdoor agree this field will pay eventually $55K a year. Here, question for you. Why are you doing this research for him? Watch my previous video, the one before this one. You're doing the homework for your friend? Do you know the word enabler? Like, what if, I don't know how if he has no debt, but he's working at a sandwich shop, somebody paid for him, right? Somebody, probably his parents, maybe the government, maybe got scholarships. I don't know. Somebody paid for him. And in doing that, you've precluded the real world from you've shielded him from the real world. And he's not going to be able to function in the real world until he's introduced to it. And does he get a ton of supports where he can play it on easy mode? Because he's always going to need support. We're going to go back to the analogy. I am a weakling. I want to gain weight. We'll go to the gym and lift weights. Oh, but here comes the precious leftists and women and everybody. Oh, let's just help them. We're going to have a government program where we hire people to help you lift weights. So you go to the gym and there'll be Biff and there'll be Bob and they'll help you bench press by pulling the bar up while you do that. You'll never get strong. Ooh, you have drug problems? Okay, we need counseling and therapy and guidance and therapy and therapy and guidance to teachers and therapy and guidance to teachers and more money and resources and therapy and guidance. Gee, no one gets out of drugs. They all still are addicted. I'm wondering if we're enabling this kid. What's tragic, this kid could probably have a super high IQ. No one ever pushed him. Oh my God, some more money. Hey, let me research your career decisions and education decisions for you. That'll make you a man. So you go through, the university is poorly regarded. It doesn't matter. For that degree, it doesn't matter. He's not going to make a lot of money. The best thing I could find is that it is diverse. It might even go bankrupt. Well, why does he have to attend a physical school? For therapy? There's no labs there. Go to school online, Western Governors University. It's less than $625. Look, I think Western Governors University, you could probably get a therapy degree because I think it's $6,500 a year. So for $12,000, 1/3 the cost of that school he's going to go to. Actually, I should jot down that school and say, yep, got my master's degree from this school that went bankrupt and you can't prove nothing. What should I tell my friend? Please give some tough love, but no gratuitously mean insults. All right, no, I'm not insulting. All right, look, you're part of the problem. Not that looking up research for him, you might have actually done that for your own intellectual curiosity, but you're a good friend to be concerned about it. But it indicates to me that not you, but somebody is enabling this piss poor performance in life. And that's what it is. Social work? What did he get? Social work. Okay. And a B- average. No. Don't tell me he's dumb. Don't tell me he just isn't good at math or computers or accounting or something. No. I bet you he's been pampered and life has been put on easy mode for this kid. I mean, I was a solid C student until I went to college. I got all A's in math. So, there's a way to tell, like, I'm not good at school. I'm pretty dumb. I only got a C average. Well, did you get A's in math or science? You did? Okay. You're probably super high IQ. And the rest of it is so stupid and mind-numbingly boring. You can't tolerate it. So we're never going to know what this kid has in terms of a full potential because no one holds him up to standards. No one pushes him. And he's going to waste his, he's going to, he can only get a B minus. So what if he get his master's in social work? He's going to be like all the other masters in social work people, complete freaking idiots who have never worked a day in the real life and don't know the first thing about curing poverty, let alone helping out poor Jerome escape the ghetto, Juan escape the barrio, or Steve escape the trailer park. Let me ask, in his undergrad, did they ever they say, hey, when you're a social worker, you should tell people to stop having more kids than they could afford? Have they told him that? Or is it going to be cognitive behavioral theory and drugs? Oh, it's those people over there oppressing you. It's the Republicans in the Senate. It's not the 6 kids you spat out for 3 different guys. Can't possibly. Does he know that? Does he have that training? Because you're not one. I don't think he has the work ethic. We don't know what his intelligence is. No one's challenged him. So it's obviously he lacks the work ethic, right? Second, he's going into a worthless field. So he's not going to really be able to, because you got to work somewhat to apply for a job. But the real reason he shouldn't be good, which isn't part of your question, he is completely unqualified to counsel anybody on anything. And I would say that of most people who have a master's degree in social work or physics or psychology or whatever else. He needs to go. And he's just doing this to avoid, he doesn't know what to do. That's another thing. I guarantee you should sit him down as a friend. Maybe the parents come in and talk to him and say, hey, you're listless. You don't know what you're doing. You're just doing it because it's easy and you get to go to school. He needs to live in the real world. He cannot go to this master's program. Not until he can support himself, which if you do it really cheap and poor, he might have to work 2 jobs like a real man. Well, then he might learn something. Then he might actually know how to get out of poverty. Now's the perfect opportunity. He could be the only master's in social work to actually escape poverty under his own merits, under his own steam, working 2 jobs, driving truck, and then working at the sandwich shop. And I supported myself. That would be more than 90% of the masters in social work people, because all they know is other people's money because unfairness. P.S. Pay off my student loans for me. I'm going to go consult people on how they should live their lives, even though I need a bailout. So, what do you want me to tell him? Tough love. The tough love is you're going to waste your time, kid. Because, 1, I don't believe you're into it. 2, you're just doing it because you don't know what to do. 3, you're lazy. B minus, F that. That's some lazy ass shit. And now you're just doing it because that's all you've known to do since 5 years old is go to school. You need to grow the fuck up, get the fuck out of your parents' house, and support yourself and go live. I think the military would be great for this kid. The military would be awesome, even if it's weakened, panzerfied, woke SJW state. Having this kid learn to shoot a gun, run a couple miles, lift some weight, carry a rucksack. And the reason why is 1, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to make a difference. You're just going to cost other people money. You know what? With your master's degree and you're working at a sandwich shop, I don't think how many jobs did you possibly apply for? I mean, shouldn't you have like an internship or go work volunteer as a social worker somewhere? And you're going to waste your life. There's your tough love. You want to keep wasting your life? Go ahead. Get your master's degree in an overpriced school that may not be around, and a completely worthless degree that's not going to help anyone and isn't going to pay. That's probably $55,000 mid. So heaven help you for living in an expensive area, although they probably jack up pay depending on where you are geographically. That's it. People need to stop lying to him. People need to stop enabling him. I think the parents, if they're the ones that, basically allowed him to be adult child like this, like they need to cut the strings, and this guy learns to need to be a man. That's it. There we go. Not much else to say. Oh, wow. Even more super chats. You know what? You should become a YouTube influencer. Everything I was successful at, didn't try. I was like, I'll do this crazy thing I'm going to do. What? Money? Huh? Oh, look at that. Cole, $5. Thank you for stopping me from majoring in journalism. No problem, Cole. Just finished my first year in software engineering. All right, man. There you go. I wonder if Cole is going to need to go help the Childwins and get an assisted government grant to go pay off his student loans and find a job. Chris is Black. Hey, Aaron, how's your day going? Blasting back down to Colorado for storms. South Dakota didn't work out. Okay, cool. Yeah, I was out. I'm in Denver now, but I was out near Lehman, Colorado, and some tornadoes had formed, and I was looking for them, but I was too far west. I was looking at a different set of storms. And that's that. I hope you find them. All right, that's it. Questions, answers, assholeconsulting.com. See you guys later. Toodles.